guys.
Tim, congratulations, mate. So happy for you, brother.
Thanks.
Brings on seat with Tszyu here. Mate, like, your distance was so good. You were on point like the old Tszyu. How did it feel in there, measuring him and feeling like you're back in your groove, taking your time and just cutting him down?
As soon as I got in there, I sort of had that urge to just press straight away. But in my head, I was like, just take it step by step. You know, like made the mistake last time. Just have a 2-round, 3-round plan, and then see how it goes from there. And then just create a narrative and a lot of self-control because I really wanted to put it on. But yeah, I'm glad that I was able to sort of find my distance, find my range, not rush into it early because he's sharp, he's quick, and he's got a couple of good shots. But yeah, it was good to take my time.
How much was the statement to this to send to all the 154-pounders that Tszyu was back?
Oh, for sure. I hope it did, you know, because Joey Spencer was one hell of an opponent, and I sort of took him out quickly. Once I felt it, I felt it.
One more from me, Tim. How much do you want? Is Thurman the one that you want? Is he sort of in the plan, you know, with you guys that you know to be next? And do you want him in Australia?
Yeah, if we were to do Thurman, I think we'd do Australia. If we can make it happen, I think it's a big fight in Australia. But I'm also like the world titles and the big boys. That's where I want to be at.
Great days again, mate. So happy for you,
Thanks,
mate.
Tszyu.
Tim, I know during the week you said, and you know, for the last couple of months you said you don't have any questions that you needed to answer. But did you answer anything to yourself with what you just did in there?
I answered the patience part. I knew I could take him out. I thought I could do that in round 1, my last fight, you know. But with experience, boxing it takes 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds. It takes time, you know, and I'm glad that I'm able to go in there and showcase my skills.
When you got him with that body shot and he dropped his hands and walked back, was that the moment when you knew?
And I was poking him before the body shot, which sort of got his gas tank to slowly diminish. Once I felt the distance, it was game over. It wasn't just the body shot; it was the distance. Once I felt it, it was finished.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen you be that clinical for a long time, and I think that might be the most precise I've ever seen you. Is that how it felt? It just felt like you didn't miss.
Yeah, and he's really, his head moves around. He's defensively very, very good.
Sure.
So yeah, I wasn't missing, but it was just because of the distance. Once I felt it, it was game over.
Jim, in your last fight, you got the towel. Was it bittersweet to get the towel thrown in on your opponent? Right?
Yeah. Last year, well, we didn't win once, so it's good to be back in the winning column.
Did you feel any pressure today, Tim?
Nah, I woke up and it was like just a normal day. In all honesty, a couple of times I was like in my head, which are normal thoughts. If I lose, what the hell am I going to do after this? 3 in a row. But that's just normal thoughts, you know. That's what we have to go through, and it's just pushing through it.
Can we talk about your T-shirt? You have that one pre-prepared, ready to go. Is that what you believe?
Of course.
What would you have done if you lost today? Like when you thought about it? No, I thought about it, but I always blocked it off. You know, thoughts are just thoughts. I knew the level I'm at. I knew what I possess. So
How proud of you?
I'm glad to be back.
How proud of you are you of yourself tonight? Just to prove that, like I said, to yourself.
Whatever. It is what it is. I'm happy. I'm back on the winning column, but proud of myself. I don't need to pat my own back. It's a bit weird.
George, what's the plan for Thurman?
Yeah, well, look, we've got a date set in. We've got July there. See how Timmy's pulled up, see what Thurman wants to do. We've also got Sebastian Fundora. That rematch is still there. That's one I think we'd all love to see as well too. So I think it's just it was really good today to see Timmy Tszyu back. We had 6,052 screaming Newcastle fans here, screaming Zoocastle fans here, all here supporting Tim. And I think for all of us, Tim's like family now. So when you see your family get up like that today, it means a lot, I think, for all the Australian public. And we will look at those dates. He's got July locked in, so we'll have a yarn. We've got the July date locked in, and we'll have a yarn about whether we go ahead with that and who that opponent is. But
Possibly Queensland, George.
love Queensland.
Yeah.
Queensland's beautiful.
Got a
Newcastle
good
was
support
great
base up
today.
there too.
Yeah, we had the great Tom Tate here today, enjoying ringside. You know, Tom Tate, one of the great Australian mayors, mayor of Gold Coast. So he loves having Tszyu there. We love going to the Gold Coast. So there's a good chance that we'll be there in July.
Timmy, does Fundora and Buckram, does avenging those losses and having those rematches appeal to you?
Yeah, for sure. But I wouldn't do rehydration. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I was going to say that, Tim. The IBF. I mean, how good was that? Not having to go through that. Because that's a big factor. People don't realise. To go there again and weigh in again on the day is a big thing.
Big. I woke up this morning rejuvenated, fresh, feeling like I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And my last one, I woke up and my stomach was sucked in. I felt like I didn't feel myself. It was two completely different people in there.
I try to tell a
I
lot
was
of
a
people.
walking zombie on the last one.
Yeah, that's what I really thought.
And the first punch I got hit with, it was game over. You know.
It needs to be fixed, that IBF ruling, I think.
Whatever, it is what it
You want to
is.
see the best, don't you? You want to see the best fighters in the ring on the day. I think that's what we've got to do.
Yeah.
100%.
You spoke about having Boris in there this week. How did that help tonight?
Yeah, it's mad having a box. Like, you know, family affair. It's been buried in our family for such a big long time. So having Grandpa there, just someone that you can always look back to and rely on. See him stress. Give him a purpose of life. You know, that's a big priority of mine.
Timmy mentioned that the weight cut was brutal. Was
Yeah.
it one of the worst ones you've done, and why?
Yeah, it was just hard. One day when I write a book, this weight cut will be mentioned.
This would be the perfect time to tell us all.
No, I don't want to. Buy the book.
How long can
There's
you,
a few guys probably that want to run.
how long can you stay at this one?
Well, when I yesterday when I was going through it, I was saying there's no way in hell I'm going through this again. So we shall see.
Is that legit? Because you've always talked about going to middleweight, and
Yeah.
it feels like it's a matter of when, not if.
If I can do one more year, then yeah. And then in middleweight, there's big names like Lara, Adamez, Charlo. You know, it's a red hot division as well, and it's good to have a partnership with PBC and to be able to do business with them because opens up so many doors.
Kim, would you want to run it back against Buckland Murtazalayev, or is that a name you never want to hear again?
Yeah, of course. But I just said without the rehydration.
Is that the number one name out of them all?
Fundora probably. But look, there's Charlo, there's Thurman, there's Errol Spence, there's Virgil Ortiz.
Fundora's number one on that list.
Nah, I'm telling you, there's a list, and they're all pretty number one. You know, it's all
That's the
pretty
beauty
good.
of this division, right?
Yeah.
There's so many great
Very
fights
deep.
there.
Yeah.
And they can all follow Tim up the middleweight when he goes up there too.
Hey, Georgie, for you guys, just the risk involved and like the ride over the last 12 months, like there was a lot on this for you guys, wasn't there?
Yeah, well there always is. Every show we put on, we like to do big shows.